and how I got into this mix.
Hey everyone, it's Derrick Broze of the Conscious Resistance Network. Thank you so much for supporting our efforts here and for continuing to follow us at theconsciousresistance.com. You can find us on BitChute, you can find us on Steemit and on DTube, and for the moment on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Today, I want to continue briefly my exploration of the QAnon phenomenon. And I want to preface this by saying that, I'm not a Q hater, I'm not a shill. I've already been accused of that, of course, just by questioning the Q phenomena. I'm being told I must be an agent of some kind by those who have fallen for this incredible psyop. And, as somebody also said, they don't think this is very incredible. It's just like every other psyop. I would have to say I disagree, because the amount of people who are falling for this, and really they're falling for what I consider to be these layers of deception, and by thinking that Trump is something different, and then following that conclusion and being unwilling to admit they were wrong, they fall for this trap of what we call QAnon. But I don't want to sit here and psychoanalyze anybody. Instead, I want to actually address the quote-unquote evidence. And so I'm probably going to do a series of videos about different pieces of evidence that have been put forward and holes that I see in the claims. And I will admit, if I find a piece of evidence where somebody says, hey, look, this happened, and I'm like, wow, that did happen, and Q did say this. But I will spend my time poking holes in that. So please do follow theconsciousresistance.com to keep up with all of our recent content, and let's get right into it. This video, what I'm going to be taking today comes from this channel called Edge of Wonder. If you've never checked them out, please give them a look at least. I think these guys have good intentions. They have a lot of interesting videos as far as, kind of UFOs, paranormal, strange history facts, which is stuff that I'm really interested in. But I don't quite think they are the best researchers. I think that they sort of blindly believe certain things. And I've already just, in my short time watching their channel and doing some research, kind of fact-checking the things they've said, I've been able to identify certain holes and errors in their research. And this video makes it clear they don't consider themselves journalists, because they really are going after journalists. Of course, they're attacking the mainstream media, which I'm all for, because the mainstream corporate media is full of lies. But they're saying in this video, this is 7 facts that the media, they say mainstream media, won't admit. But in the beginning of the video, they say something like, journalists won't dare look at these 7 facts, because otherwise that would expose, that Q is real, and that, just whatever. And so I decided to look at this. And the very first one already caught my attention, and that's what we're going to focus on right now. So I'll let them explain basically their theory on how Q posted something and Trump posted something shortly after that. So let's just watch this clip real quick.
Much Trump loves Twitter. In this case, one of QAnon's earlier posts was simply a nothing is random, everything has meaning, plus 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 Q, which was posted on November 6th at 5:07 p.m.
Now, the really interesting thing is that just 8 minutes after Q posted this, President Trump tweets this out at 5:15 p.m. about his visit to Japan. But at the end, he writes, massive military energy orders happening, plus, plus, plus. If Trump posted this before Q did, that would be one thing, but this was just 8 minutes after Q did.
So what does the plus, plus, plus mean?
All right, so let's stop right there. I just want to check that little thing, because, this is everything that they say hinges on these tiny little facts, and everything they say after that, it doesn't really matter. This is what's important. If what they claim here, that Q posted this on 4chan at 5:07 p.m. Okay, well, that's a screenshot. I'm not going to dispute the veracity. It's a legitimate post at that exact time, and that it was at EST. So 5:07 Eastern Standard Time. 5:07 Eastern Standard Time. And then they say that Trump's post was at what time? Let's see, right here. I have this Trump post right here. Now, of course, my time zone, it says 3:15 p.m. Theirs, they said it was at 5:15 p.m. He tweets this out at 5:15 p.m. about his visit to Japan, right? So on my computer, it shows 3:15 p.m. That's the kind of odd thing here about Twitter. If you start to do a little bit of research and you look at how Twitter works, it actually stamps based on the individual who's looking at it and using the account in their time zone. So it's a little tricky to actually try to figure out what time zone someone's in. However, I did find a website that helped explain it, and I'll put the link to that. So what you do here is you go to this November 6, 2017 tweet from Trump, which you have to go through Twitter and use advanced search, and you can search the exact sentence and it'll pull it up. It's not the easiest to search via Twitter. You got to go using the advanced search. But once you get to this tweet, which I will post below so you can go directly and do this yourself, you right click and let's go view page source. And this is going to pop up the script that's running on the back end of this. Now I'm going to control F data time. That's what I'm typing in here. So data time pops up over here. Let's go over to this. And this 10-digit number here is actually called a Unix timestamp. And I'd never heard of this before this point, but this is important. So now we go over to onlineconversion.com and we put in this 10-digit Unix timestamp, and it'll convert it to a readable date and time for us. And click submit. So it shows us 21:15 GMT, so 3:15 my time or 21:15 GMT. So let's copy that 21:15 GMT. We go here to Greenwich Mean Time, which is what GMT is. You go down to 21, so that would mean, you know, it'd be at 21:15. So that's 9 p.m., which comes out to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 4:15. Because he did it 15 minutes after the hour. Now let's go back here to this video. And they say Q posted this on November 6, 2017 at 5:07 p.m. Trump tweeted this out at 21:15 GMT or 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Trump tweeted this actually out a whole 52 minutes ahead before Q posted. And according to this screenshot, it was Eastern Standard Time themselves. So in their own little screenshot they use in their video, they say 5:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, Trump tweeted this out right here, my visit to Japan, this plus, whatever the heck that means. I'm not even going to speculate on what exactly that means. But we can see here that it's not true that, that Trump tweeted this after Q posted. So let's take this a little bit further. Trump was tweeting about being in Japan and his relationship with the prime minister there. So you can see this. This is a report on Sunday, November 5th, 2017, and they say Trump touched down in Japan late Saturday. So that would have been Saturday, November 4th, November 5th, and then November 6th, he tweets this out. So he's likely still in Japan on that Monday because it's supposed to be a 13-day trip through Asia. So he's in Japan. So let's convert this GMT time, 21:15 GMT, which is right here, which is 9 p.m. Japan time, or excuse me, 6 a.m. Japan time. So 21:15 GMT is 6:15 Japan time. So Trump is tweeting this out at 6:15 a.m. in Japan. He tweeted this out early in the morning, and then about 52 minutes later, somebody posting his Q says nothing is random, everything has meaning, plus. Now, they go on in this video to speculate what does plus mean, and I'm not even going to get into that at this moment, because what I just wanted to point out in this short clip here is that just by doing a little bit of research, guys, and taking these claims apart piece by piece, go to find the actual tweet. Don't just believe this video, what they tell you. Find the actual tweet. Look at the page source. You know, I had to do some research searching about how do you determine the time zone on Twitter to realize that it's in GMT. And I had to find this website here that shows me how to find the timestamp and how to convert that timestamp. Like, you know, it took a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, you know, to see where Trump was at. He's in Japan, to convert it to Eastern Standard Time and then go back to the video and prove that this is not true. Again, I have nothing against people who are believing this. I just know that you're falling for either a huge trolling by the people that I identified in my last Q video who have been playing Q and playing a role, and who may or may not be doing so under the actions of a government agency as part of a PSYOP, or could just be trolling the heck out of people. I don't know. Now send me some more of the best evidence you got, my Q friends, and I will look at it. And if there is something that I can't disprove or that seems like, wow, you're right, this came from Trump, well, then I will be the first to admit that. Email me at derrick@theconsciousresistance.com or comment below in this video. I would love to look at them. And I'm going to continue watching this video, and if I see more falsities in it, I will also do videos on that. But thank you guys for watching this. Again, please do subscribe, follow, check out all of our content at theconsciousresistance.com. Keep thinking for yourself and realizing that the game that is being played against us, this grand chess game, is one of mental manipulation, psychological manipulation, spiritual manipulation, and it is going to continue until we start working on our own hearts and minds and healing our own inner traumas so that we can rise to the occasion and become the best versions of ourselves and not fall prey to this propaganda. Thank you guys so much for listening. Remember, you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you are free. Peace.